Welcome, my friend. Today, you are about to enter a quiet but powerful story. One that does not shout, does not blame, and does not rush. This story is about something everyone feels but few truly understand. It begins in ordinary moments. A slow line, a sharp word, a sudden problem. The heart beats faster, the mind grows hot, and calm disappears. But what if anger was not an enemy? What if it was a signal waiting to be understood? Stay with this story, because by the end, something inside may feel lighter, clearer, and more peaceful. Anger often appears suddenly, like a storm crossing a clear sky. One moment feels normal, and the next moment feels heavy and tight. The body reacts first. Shoulders rise, breath becomes short, and the jaw becomes hard. Thoughts start to race, often repeating the same painful idea again and again. In these moments, it feels impossible to stay calm. Yet anger does not come without a reason. It comes to speak, not to destroy. Understanding this is the first quiet step toward control. Many believe anger is caused by other people or difficult situations. A rude comment, a broken promise, or an unexpected delay can seem like the true cause. But anger does not live outside. It grows inside, fed by expectations, tiredness, fear, and old memories. When expectations are high and reality feels unfair, anger finds space to grow. This does not mean expectations are wrong. It means they must be understood, not ignored. Inside the mind, anger often begins as a small thought. The thought feels harmless at first. It says something like, "This should not happen," or "This is not right." When the thought is repeated, it gains strength. The mind adds more words, more images, and more meaning. Soon the body follows the story the mind is telling. The heart beats faster, and the feeling becomes real and powerful. But a thought, no matter how strong, is still only a thought. When anger takes control, words often leave the mouth too quickly. They may be sharp, loud, or careless. Once spoken, words cannot be taken back. Silence, however, can still be chosen. Silence is not weakness. Silence is space. In that space, the storm begins to slow. Even a few seconds of quiet breathing can change the direction of the moment. This small pause can protect relationships, dignity, and inner peace. Breathing is a simple tool, but it is often forgotten. When anger rises, breathing becomes fast and shallow. The body believes danger is near. Slowing the breath sends a different message. It tells the body that it is safe. A slow breath in through the nose and a longer breath out through the mouth can calm the nervous system. With each slow breath, the heat of anger begins to cool, little by little. Another important step is learning to name the feeling correctly. Anger often hides other emotions beneath it. Sometimes it covers sadness, fear, or disappointment. When the true feeling is named, anger loses some of its power. Saying quietly inside, "This is disappointment," or "This is fear," brings clarity. Clarity brings choice, and choice brings control. Anger becomes a message, not a master. The environment also plays a role in temper. Noise, hunger, lack of sleep, and constant pressure make patience thin. A tired mind reacts faster and thinks slower. Caring for the body is not separate from caring for emotions. Enough rest, simple food, and short breaks during the day build strength inside. With strength, the mind can pause before reacting. Prevention is often easier than repair. Thoughts during anger are rarely balanced. They speak in extremes. Words like always, never, and everyone appear often. These words add fuel to the fire. Questioning them gently can weaken anger's grip. Asking, "Is this always true?" Or, "Is there another way to see this?" opens a small window. Through that window, fresh air enters the mind. Letting go does not mean forgetting or accepting harm. Letting go means choosing peace over constant tension. Holding anger for a long time is like carrying a heavy bag everywhere. At first, it feels possible. Over time, it becomes exhausting. When anger is released, energy returns. The body feels lighter. The mind feels clearer. Letting go is not for others. It is a gift to oneself. Listening is another quiet power. When attention is focused on listening rather than reacting, anger finds less space. Listening does not mean agreeing. It means understanding. Understanding reduces fear. When fear reduces, anger often fades. Many conflicts grow because listening stops too early. A calm listener can change the entire direction of a difficult moment. Practice is necessary. Calm does not appear overnight. There will be moments when anger wins. These moments are not failures. They are lessons. Each time awareness grows a little faster and recovery becomes a little quicker. Progress is not about perfection. It is about returning to calm again and again. Over time, the space between anger and reaction becomes wider. Language also shapes temper. Words spoken inside the mind matter. Harsh inner language creates harsh reactions. Gentle inner language creates gentle responses. Replacing "this is terrible" with "this is difficult" changes the feeling. The situation may remain the same, but the inner experience becomes softer. Softer thoughts lead to softer actions. Time changes everything, including anger. What feels unbearable now often feels smaller later. Remembering this truth during a heated moment can help. Asking, "Will this matter tomorrow?" or "Will this matter next year?" brings perspective. Perspective shrinks anger. It reminds the mind that not every battle needs to be fought. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It is not about excusing behavior. It is about releasing the emotional weight tied to it. Carrying resentment keeps the past alive in the present. Forgiveness closes that door gently. It allows the present moment to breathe. Peace grows when the past no longer controls the present reaction. Habits build character. Reacting with anger is often a habit learned over time. Like all habits, it can be changed. Replacing it with a pause, a breath, or a question creates a new pattern. At first, the new habit feels weak. With repetition, it becomes strong. One calm response at a time reshapes the inner world. The goal is not to remove anger completely. Anger has a purpose. It protects boundaries and signals when something feels wrong. The goal is balance. Balanced anger speaks calmly and clearly. It sets limits without destruction. It expresses needs without harm. In balance, anger becomes wisdom instead of chaos. Slow living supports a calm temper. When life moves too fast, reactions become sharp. Slowing down does not mean doing less. It means doing things with presence. Presence anchors the mind in the now. In the present moment, anger has less power. The mind is not running ahead or trapped in the past. Gratitude also changes the emotional landscape. A grateful mind notices what is working, not only what is wrong. This does not ignore problems. It balances them. When gratitude becomes a daily habit, anger finds fewer open doors. The heart becomes less crowded with frustration and more open to patience. In the end, losing temper is not about strength. Control is strength. Calm is strength. The quiet decision to pause, breathe, and choose a better response is real power. This power is available in every moment. Each situation is an invitation to practice. Each breath is a chance to begin again. As this story comes to a close, remember this gentle truth. Anger will visit, but it does not have to stay. You are not required to open the door fully. You can listen, learn, and then let it go. With awareness, patience, and practice, calm becomes familiar. And one day, without noticing, you may realize that peace has quietly taken its place.